to our channel. Thanks for coming back and seeing us. So last week we went to Bo's Barks dog training and did some work with enrichment games, showing the dog owners and the puppies some ways to enrich their dogs' lives. So today we're going to show you some of Enzo and Ivora's favourite enrichment games. Some of them are shop bought ones, some of them are things that you can use from around the house. So we're going to show you our top 5 canine enrichment toys. So keep following and we will show you them, not in any particular order, just our favourite 5. So our first enrichment toy is toilet roll tube, kitchen roll tube. I tend to keep the toilet roll tubes for smaller dogs, for puppies, and something a little bit quicker, but I like the kitchen roll tubes for a little bit longer, maybe your bigger dogs, especially if you've got a dog who likes to chew and who likes to destroy and rip things and shred things. You can let them chew and destroy things. Yes, you're going to have a little bit of cleaning up, but if that's what your dog likes, that's what enrichment is all about. It's all about giving your dog the chance to do what they like, keeping their brain busy, letting them have just a little bit of fun. So the first one is literally a tube and some treats. This one, like I say, is really simple. So just get some treats. We are just using a packet of Burns tester food. So all you have to do is just fold the end over. Make it a little bit easy to start with if you've never done this game with your dog. Just fold it over once at the end. And pop. You can't really see in there, but I've popped all the treats right down in the bottom there. Okay. Now, I always say make it easy to start with. You can then build up from there. Okay. So I would give Enzo or Ivora the cone like this, so that they know that there's something in there. The smellier the treat, the better. Then what I would do is I would, after they've realised how easy it is, you can then make it a little bit harder. You can then fold over the tops for them. So I'm going to give this one to Enzo and Ivora. So it's just like that, and you can hear it rattling around in there. So I'm going to give this one to Enzo and Ivora because Ivora is waiting very patiently. She's waiting very patiently for this here, so I'm going to give her that one and let you watch her get into it, okay? Enrichment toy that we love here is the scent mats. So this is just one here. These are the ones that I make over at be.pettoys. We sell them in Enzo's Emporium, and I will drop the link below so that you can order if you do want to order them. This one is the medium. So scent mats essentially is a feeding device. You can scatter treats, you can scatter food, you can put the crumbs from the bottom of your packet onto them. They're just a brilliant way to feed dogs. You can go for the 2 extremes, so you can have a dog who is a really fast eater. Problems with if they eat fast is that they can then develop things like bloat, stomach issues, whereas slowing them down, getting them to sniff out the treats on this, getting the nose right into all the little bits and pieces, will really help slow them down, because they've actually got to think about where's the food rather than just in a bowl up in the mouth and essentially hoover it in. Or if you've got a dog who's maybe a fussy eater, it's really good to get them working for the food. Enzo used to be, I wouldn't have called him a fussy eater, he just got bored of having his food out of his bowl. So we started giving him his food off his first ever scent mat, and he loved that. He like I've said a few times before, he likes to have something to work off. He has to have a job. He has to be doing something. So yeah, his scent mat is brilliant. And now if I give him a treat, give him a chew, ball, anything like that, he takes it to his scent mat in the house. These are fully machine washable as well, which is brilliant. So if they do, this one is needing a bit of a wash, because this one is used in the shop all day, and it comes to different events with us as well. So it is used all the time. So you can just stick them in the washing machine, let them dry there. So I will show you exactly how to use them. Evora likes having like grated carrot or grated cheese on it, things like that. The best bit as well is when you get a bag of food or a bag of kibble, bag of treats, and you get all the crumbs at the bottom. Just sprinkle that over the mat as well, and all those little bits make it just that little bit harder for them to get the treats off. So start simple, just scatter the treats like over the top, so that they know what it is. You don't want the dogs to get too frustrated with getting their food, because that can then lead to food aggression and things. So just scatter over, make it easy, and then once they figure out how to get it, it really won't take them very long. You can then bury the food deeper into the bits of fleece. So I'll show you with Evora now exactly how to use it. So I've just put the treats out and just put them loosely on there, and as you can see, Evora's really getting a nose in to find them. So these are just laid on the top, but if you push them further in, you can it makes it a little bit harder for her. Great for Evora because she is a human hoover. She will just swallow biscuits whole, swallow food whole. And if I was to give her that handful of food on the floor, she wouldn't even crunch it. Whereas you can hear she is crunching some of these biscuits here. And Enzo's coming to have a look as well. Find it. Our third enrichment toy are these stackable cups. So these were just from Tesco or Asda, somewhere like that. I picked up when I was doing the food shop. So there's 8 in the pack here. These ones are brilliant because they've got little holes on the inside, on the bottoms of them, so the smell of the treats can get through. These are just kids' toys, so I just bought them in the kids section. I think they were a couple of pounds for these. I do a couple of games with them. Enzo and Evora's favourite game is playing hide and seek. So pop the treats underneath the biscuits, let them find the treats from there, and like I said before, because they've got the holes, they can smell the treats as well. So sometimes I'll start and I'll put all 8 cups down and treats under all 8 cups. I'll then maybe put 8 cups down and there's treats maybe only under 4 or 5 for them. Make it a little bit difficult. You can start off really simple, letting them see in the cup, putting the treats in the cup and letting them see you do that. Sometimes I'll do it where I'm in another room and I'll put the treats out in another room for them. One tip with these that I found just by trial and error with them is that they work better on carpet than on wood or tiled floor, just because when they're pushing the cups to tip them upside down to get the treats out of, if it's on tiles or if it's on wood floor, rather than pushing them pushing the cups over, they end up pushing them and chasing it around and then getting frustrated. Whereas if they are on the carpet, if they go to knock them, they knock over rather than sliding around. So that is enrichment game number 3. Is number 4, but it's got a couple of parts to it. So basically a bottom of an egg container. I prefer the cardboard ones to the plastic ones because if they do start to chew it or to shred it, it's not as scratchy, it's not as sharp, it'll just go really soft. So there's a few ways that you can use these. So we just put the treats straight into the different holes, if you can see in there. The second way is I just get bits of fleece. So these are just cut off bits that I use when I'm doing, or that I don't use, sorry, when I've made the scent mats. And I will just wrap a couple of treats in there. Some will fall out. Don't normally use it this long, but I'm just showing you here as an idea. And stick it in like that. So this way, doing it like this, is a great way if you've got a dog who likes to destroy things. Okay, so they get to rip these bits out. our fifth and final enrichment toy or game is Kongs. Now these come in a huge range of sizes and different colours, but the colours mean different things. So the standard red ones that I've got here, these are, like I said, just the standard classic ones. So these come in the small, there's a medium, and then you've got the large. They also do puppies, which are the same size as the small, and they do a bigger one in the puppies, but they tend to be the pale pink and the pale blue. They're just a little bit softer material, softer rubber, so it's not as hard on puppies if they're teething, obviously they haven't got strong teeth. They also have a black one in different sizes as well, and they are for your power chewers, so they are a harder rubber. They're going to withstand a lot more chewing than the standard red ones. The senior one is the purple one, and that is again a softer rubber for dogs who may be older, got problems with their teeth, or maybe if the teeth have fallen out. It's not going to cause as much pain, as much harm to them. You can stuff these with absolutely anything. What I would say as a little safety warning is that they have got a hole, so you can see at the top here where the cardboard goes in, there's a hole at the top and there's a hole at the bottom. When filling them with anything that's solid, so you can put biscuits in, but anything that you are filling them with is to make sure that there is the hole all the way from the top to the bottom. So I will put either a straw or a chopstick right through the middle when they're trying to get the treats out from the inside, is that there isn't a suction block, so that if they get their tongue in, they can easily get their tongue back out. If you block up one end, if they get their tongue in, it can cause for the tongue to get suctioned in and cause problems and harm with the dogs. So yeah, that is one of our favourites. You can pop in wet food, dry food, make up different foods, or these two, their favourite one is natural yoghurt with different things in, so I'll mix up maybe natural yoghurt and peanut butter and fruit and pop them in. Great to freeze as well, so come summertime you can freeze them and it's a little bit cooler, and the puppy ones are great if you've got a teething puppy, so if they've been in the freezer because they're cold, helps with their gums as well. If you are looking for any of the suggestions that we've done today, any of the games, or in fact any recipes to put in your Kongs, we do have a Canine Enrichment Games and recipe book available. You can email us or pop our email address below. You can email us and we can post these out to you. These are £10, but £2.50 from the sale of every book goes to Guide Dogs UK. So this has got in what enrichment is, why it's important, but it's also got loads of recipes in to use in your Kongs, in the standard Kongs, or any other food stuffing toys like that you may have. So I've got it for myself, and it has got in recipes in like how to make spike ball for the dogs. It's all using dog safe foods. Obviously if your dog does have any allergies, you can then mix and match to your dog's allergies, preferences. Some dogs prefer different things. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, if you've liked what you've been watching today, don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to press the little bell button as well, so you get notifications when we post our next video. This has been our 5 top canine enrichment games, let's say both homemade and shop bought as well. Yeah, thanks for watching. I say subscribe as well. Bye.